Predator Badlands is both the beneficiary and the victim of its own scope. A relentless barrage of well-choreographed and designed action scenes, Dan Trachtenberg's third entry into the franchise is nothing if not propulsive. Appreciably, the film is forging its own path, avoiding much of the temptation for fan service. But there's a lack of depth to the proceedings, with its more tantalizing themes brusquely shoved into the margins. Previous Predator films have used their trappings to expound upon juicy sociological and political questions. John McTiernan's 1987 original was a reflection of foolhardy American exceptionalism. Stephen Hopkins' sequel symbolized and satirized the chaotic chain of corruption within Los Angeles. Yes, those films were also staging grounds for brutal action, but there was a weight underneath them. Badlands isn't devoid of weight, with a cogent message about how the people that society deems as refuse can find comfort in solidarity. There is also an enticing use of the Alien franchise's Weyland-Yutani company, an indictment of how corporate technological advancement comes at the expense of the natural world. But Trachtenberg is more focused on the opportunity to expand on the Predator lore. Between Prey and this year's Killer of Killers, the director has exploded our understanding of what were once seen as trophy hunters. With Badlands, the Yautja's world is more fully fleshed out, an honor-based, patriarchal society. Trachtenberg can stage the hell out of a set piece, and there is no shortage of galvanizing action. In its very opening sequence on Yautja Prime, Dek fights his older brother in a kinetic plasma sword battle. Dek is smaller than a typical Yautja, branded by his father as a weak runt. To prove his strength, Dek vows to travel to the planet Gena to slay the fabled Kalisk. Once on Gena, Dek is immediately confronted with the planet's danger. Its flora and fauna are a veritable minefield of weaponized natural life. Weyland-Yutani sends a troop of synthetic androids to cull its riches. One of those synths, Thea, played by Elle Fanning, meets Dek. Dek initially spurns Thea's offer to help until she proves herself useful. As they move from one dangerous moment to the next, Dek's walls start to drop, and the two find mutual comfort as equally lost, equally broken things. Trachtenberg's symbolism is frustratingly surface level. The film sometimes wants for deeper engagement. Notably, the film is PG-13, and it does distinctly feel Disney-fied in its cloying corniness. But Fanning and Dek actor Demetrius Schuster-Kolomatangi do make us believe it, as Thea, Fanning is a quippy, warm-spirited, entirely too talkative companion. She is delightful. As Tessa, Thea's clone-like compatriot, Fanning is cold and villainous. Ultimately, Badlands belongs to Fanning. Shrouded as he is in CGI-enhanced prosthetic makeup, Schuster-Kolomatangi has a difficult job. But the eyes have it, and Trachtenberg makes us believe that a character of this kind can soften. Shot in New Zealand, Badlands is frequently jaw-dropping in its visual beauty. Some of the visual effects are wanting, but it is extremely effective and evocative. Badlands technically features no human beings, but it is certainly humanistic. Trachtenberg's film is something of a contradiction, imposing a moral code on a historically sociopathic race. There's beauty in that, even when it becomes as noxiously simple as a parable of found family, a singularly hokey idea. But it is good, rousing fun, and if Predator is to continue, it is in good hands with Trachtenberg. Perhaps the story here is not that all predators can become prey, but that all predators can be human, even when there aren't any around to hunt.